Oh, hello, children. I can hear you. Yes, welcome to our program, Our Dance, Our Culture, coming to you at this time from our station. Whoa, I feel so great. I feel so excited. I feel so happy because it's always a joy presenting this program and knowing that every time at this moment you'll be right there waiting, anticipating just to see the dances that we'll be bringing to you on our program for the week. Not just the dances, our history and our culture. And believe me, today's program is not any different. Today's program is full, really full, because we're bringing dance steps from Nigeria. And not just that, we have put together wonderful stories and information, all for your viewing pleasure today. On today's program, on our history segment, we'll be bringing you the history of the knock culture. Knock culture, years ago, about say in the 1940s, a terracotta head was found somewhere in northern Nigeria. I won't tell you where, because if you sit back and watch this program, you get to know about the history of the knock culture. Not only that, on our culture segment today, we're talking Anire. Do you know Anire? You have one in your house. Does your mother have any Anire clothes in the house? Yes. Today we're talking about the culture of Anire making. Anire, the history of Anire, or the culture of Anire in Nigeria, has spanned many years from generation to generation. Look, you know the way we do it on this program. Children, you just sit around the table, or you sit on your couch, you sit down quietly, and when we come back, our dance, our culture will continue. Don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, I know you're happy. I know you're anticipating the good things that are coming today, because every moment on our dance and our culture is full of excitement, is full of information, is full of everything you can think about. And today's program is not going to be any different. You know the way we do it. I'm not going to waste your time, like I always say on this program, because often Auntie Anire can't wait to go into the dancing segment of our program. So sit back as we go into the dancing segment of our program on our dance and our culture. When we come back, after all the dancing, after all the sweating, the program will continue. Stay with me. Stay with me. welcome back. Welcome back. I don't need to ask you how the dancing segment went because I saw a lot of you dancing. I saw a lot of people dancing in the house. I saw children dancing and learning one or two new steps. You know, our dance and our culture is a place to learn the culture, the history, and the dances of our people. Just before we go any further, I want to call on schools, to use this opportunity to come on our program. Our dance and our culture was actually put together for children, for students, for pupils, to come and showcase their talents. Is there anything you're doing in your school, cultural dance? You have any festivity that you're doing, any celebration that involves dancing and showcasing our culture? Your open day or Mother's Day or Family Day. There are lots of things that they do in schools these days. Anyone that contains showcasing our culture, this is the platform put together for you to do that. So take this opportunity, come down to our station at Alausa here and find out how you can be on our program, or you could just call those lines scrolling down, on the face of your TV, and somebody will be there to take your calls. So let us go now to the next segment of our program, which is our culture segment. When we come back, our dance and our culture will continue on our culture segment. Anire, stay with me. Anire making has certainly been developed over a long period of time, and it dates back far, far, far in our history and culture as Nigerians, and time has made it stronger as it passes from one generation to the next. Anire textile making is the indigo dyed cloth, which is an integral part of the cultural heritage of the people of Egba Kingdom, southwestern Nigeria. It is a major local craft by the women who use a variety of resist dye techniques in their entrepreneurial and artistic efforts to produce various designs of Anire textile. These Anire textile are produced for both local and international markets. The Anire industry, which has grown to become one of the most formidable locally based industry, has evolved such sub-vocation as designers, pattern makers, dryers, tie and dye, and sellers. Others include distributors and other manual jobs. The industry has grown over the years and has undergone innovations which has helped in creating great wealth for the people. The production process could, however, be tedious, including a process involving sourcing of the fabric, tying the fabric, dyeing the fabric, drying the fabric, planking, and packing before they are sewn into the gorgeous designs by the tailors. Planking plays a very important role in the outcome and quality of a good Anire textile. Planking is common with Aguda and Abeokuta production, and it is done on a wooden platform by mostly men who spend hours heating the Anire materials with a piece of heavy wood. While tying and soaking for sale takes as much as 2 weeks, some can take up to 2 months. Anire, unlike other fabrics, is popular to Nigeria and is steeped in history. The earliest pieces of Anire were probably simple tie designs on cotton cloth, hand-spun and woven locally towards the end of the 19th century, but in the early 20th century, new techniques and styles evolved. Today, Anire has transcended from being local to being international. Catwalk runways all over the world, from New York to London, from London to Paris, and from Paris to Milan, Anire has broken all barriers. Even students in primary and secondary schools are taught how to do the simple tie and dye Anire fabric designs and the making of Kampala, which is the simplest type of Anire. You can soak today and use tomorrow. Or the batik, another aspect of the Anire collection. Wax is used for creating nice batik designs before dyeing, after which they are washed off with hot water. Indeed, Anire making has gone wild. Anire making has hit every part of the world. All over Africa, the effect of Anire still remains resounding. Even the wife of the president of the whole world, Michelle Obama, wears an Anire print. Wonderful, isn't it? Indeed, Nigeria has put its name in the map of history, not only in music, not only in paintings, not only in dances, but also in cloth making. We are breaking barriers. Anire is breaking barriers. Welcome back. Yes, did you learn anything today? You saw the culture of Anire making. It has come a long way. Schools are actually teaching your students and our pupils how to make Anire during their crafts, when they learn how to do crafts and handwork and what have you. Interesting, wasn't it? So let us go now to our next segment, which is the history segment of our program. On our history segment, we get to learn about the history of our people. And today, like I told you at the beginning, we are talking on the Nok history, the Nok culture. Terracotta heads created with such, such art form, such precision. I'm telling you, these terracotta heads have survived the test of time. So sit back, children, and enjoy the history of our people on Nok culture. In 1943, a tin mining village called Nok in northern Nigeria brought to light a terracotta head, evidence of the oldest known figurative sculpture south of the Sahara. Most Nok sculpture is hollow and coil built, made from local clays and gravel. The millennia-long endurance of this ancient object is a testament to the technical ability of their makers. Most of the Nok sculptures found consist of what appear to be portrait heads and bodies fragmented by damage and age. The recovered portions of the baked clay bodies that have survived show that they were done in standing, sitting, and genuflecting positions. The head fragments recovered were once part of entire whole bodies and are the most renowned portions of the baked clay bodies that have survived unchanged by time. They are so unique and evidence that each masterpiece was molded individually rather than from molds and sculpted in a manner similar to carving. Most time, the head of a Nok sculpture is always bigger than the body. Nobody knows till today why this is so, but most archaeologists think they may have been influenced by tradition. That is, the tradition in the belief and respect for intelligence. Although every Nok sculpture is unique, there are certain similarities that run through all these, and they all seem to have a triangular eyes and perforated pupils. nose, mouth, and ears, all combine to depict men and women with bold features. Another unique similarity of the Nok sculpture are the elaborate hairstyles and jewelry that adorns many of the figurines. Some of the sculptures show or depict subjects suffering from ailments such as facial paralysis or some kind of other disease or illness. The little settlement called Nok village, located in Jaba local government, down in the southern part of Kaduna State, up in northern Nigeria, is where the Nok sculptures were initially found. Antiquities from Nok adorn great museums and galleries all over the world. But unfortunately, the little village whose name and honor the famed artifacts are named remain a rustic hamlet to this day. The Nok culture is one culture that children should Google. It is important for us to know the history of our people, because without knowing the history of your people, you definitely cannot know where you are going to. So children, go on a search, go on a research, go on and Google and find out more about the Nok culture. The great history of our people must not be allowed to die. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I hope you learned a lot today, because I have learned so much. I have learned about Anire. I have learned about the Nok culture, Terakota heads found years ago that have existed up to this moment, and today they've made history all over the world. Yes, it's that time that we have to go. I know. We have to go so that next week we can be here again to bring you another interesting package on our dance and our culture. Well, before I go, I want to leave you with this little piece of advice. Children, don't tell lies, be hardworking, and make sure to help mommy and daddy in the house so you'll grow up to become wonderful adults. So for me, Auntie Anire, signing out saying, be good, bye-bye.